Praise the Lord, I'm back with you with part 3 of Don't Sell Your Birthright. You know, it's very important that we don't sell out our birthright. We don't sell out to the things that the enemy has really tried to damage our life with. There have been many preachers who have sold out their birthright. They have given up the ghost. They have said goodbye to God. God, we no longer want you. We no longer need you. Lord, because the things in my life is too hard. Things are too painful in my life. I don't know if I can trust you anymore now. All of a sudden we say, well, Lord, this new age stuff has got my attention now. They giving me ways how to live. They giving me how to make money. They giving me how to live. Lord, your ways is too hard, God. You're too strict, God. Lord, you don't care about us. You don't love us. That's a lie of the enemy. That's something that the devil wants y'all to believe. That's the lie that he has been putting out for so many years, having y'all thinking that God don't care, that God don't even have concern for you. God is very well concerned about the welfare of man. But until man realize his fault, until man realize that you're in sin. But see, as long as you living in sin and don't have God, you ain't gonna be able to understand what God is saying. You ain't gonna be able to know what God is saying. You ain't gonna be able to experience the joy that God has for you until you forsake that old lifestyle. Some of us have allowed sin to take over our minds, over our heart, and over our ministry, to a point where all of a sudden everything is about us, but not about Him. I read an article about a bishop from Engleberg where he's saying goodbye to God. What has happened to the church as we know it? What has happened to this country as we knew it? What has happened to the real saints, the real Christians? Where are the real prophets when we need Him like never before? And the question people ask me is, where is God when we need you the most? And a lot of people are giving up the ghost because God is not moving quick enough or answering fast enough. A lot of people decide in their heart, the hell with God. My mama dead, my brother died. Look at all this tragedy that's happening in this world. God, why can you let something like this happen to us? Do you care, God? Do you really care about us? If you don't care about us, then why should we care about you? He would give up the ghost so easily. He was giving up the ghost before even this stuff happened. But what's the difference? I can tell you about things that happened in my life where it was nothing but the grace of God that kept me through it all. There was times when I wasn't living the life. There was times I was in a backsliding condition, over here committing sin when I shouldn't. But the one thing that kept my insanity is that I maintained a knowledge of God. You know, yet I was committing the act, and I knew it was wrong, but I done it anyway. But in my mind, I kept saying, Lord, I can't be playing with you. I can't be hypocrite like this. Lord, because I maintain a knowledge of you and I know you and I really do love you, God, I'm not gonna play with you. So Lord, I'm gonna try to bag back from hypocriting for you and just go out there and just do my thing. Because I don't want to play with you, God. Because you're real. No matter how I try to pull back from God, how I try to leave God, somehow God always keep pulling me back. I said, Lord, look what I done. Lord, I'm out here sinning and fornicating, and Lord, and you still want me to come back to the church? Many times I went my way. Yes, I went my way and done things I shouldn't do. I was, yeah, supposed to be a Christian, supposed to be a minister. Yeah, I'm gonna tell the truth. I'm not the devil. I'm gonna tell the truth and shame the devil. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, I was ministering. Yes, I was teaching the word of God. Yeah, I fell into sin. Yeah, I displeased God. Yes, I've been there and done that too. And I was man enough to say, you know what, Lord, I'm finna bag back from this. I was man enough to say, I'm finna bag back. I'm not finna play with you, God. No matter how I try to go my own way and try to mind my business and do my thing, God kept on coming back to me and kept on convicting me. And a lot of times I said, oh God, Lord. Even when I was getting my groove on with this sister, it's like something kept disturbing me. I said, my God, I said I wasn't going to play with you, Lord. Why you keep coming back to me? God said, child, God told me one day, son, I don't care what, son, you belong to me. And your life will not never be no better until you give your life back to me. I still love you and I'm still having mercy on you. Yeah, you made mistakes. Yeah, there's certain things that happen in your life that cause you to go off the right way. So you let me know, Lord, I can restore you after. I can bring you back and make you 10 times stronger. And that's why I speak like I do, because I know what God has done to me. I know how God has took me from the miry clay and placed me upon a rock. Oh yeah, I bet this is your first time y'all hearing this now. Oh, Mr. Houston, oh, you're a hypocrite too, huh? Used to. But see, at least I'm man enough to tell you that I made mistakes too. At least I'm man enough to say I try to bag out and go out there and sin like everybody else and go and do my thing. Going back out in the world and go to hell. But something inside of me did not let me go back. Something inside of me didn't let me go. Because I was afraid of hell. I was afraid of death. And something inside of me tell me, if you continue this way, son, you may not never come back. This because I maintain another God in my mind, maintain another God in my heart as well, and I fear God, and I knew what it like to live with God. And when I knew I had no excuse for what I did, one or two things had to happen, boy. Either you go on and die now and suffer the consequence, or get yourself right with God, boy, and make a better life yourself and go on to heaven, son, and possess the promise. I don't care how good these women look, brother. If they're not going Christ's way, they're not worth going to hell behind. That brother, sister, ain't worth going to hell behind. It's not worth selling your birthright. Maybe a lot of ministers ain't gonna never tell you about their life or tell you what they went through. So everybody think they so holy and so heavenly minded. But see, but this one preacher is honest enough to tell you, I've been where some of y'all been. I made mistakes. But you know how all this stuff started though? I'm gonna tell you how it started. When I started believing all this compromised lukewarm gospel. That's how that happened. Instead of me staying on the truth, I got off of it a little bit. I still maintain some of it, but I got off of it a little bit, trying to try this little new way of God. Trying to try this little new way of serving God. And it didn't even work. Because all it did is kept pushing me more and more into sin. It kept causing me to lose my position in God. It kept causing me to lose the blessings of God. It caused me to get lukewarm in my walk and commitment with God. And that's some of you gospel artists out there right now, you're in that same condition. But God is able to bring you back. That's why I preach like I do. Even though all that has happened back in 2000. That's when it all happened, in 2000. But somehow, within 2000, 2001, God said, brother, enough is enough. Get your butt back here in the kingdom.